Relic is directed by Natalie Erica James and stars Emily Mortimer, Robin Nevin, and Bella Heathcote. And it tells the story of a daughter, mother, and grandmother. The daughter and mother returns to the family home seeking out the grandmother who has gone missing. And then after a while, she inexplicably shows back up, but she may not have arrived alone. Relic. Now, one of the cool things that I've always loved about the horror genre is the fact that horror can manifest itself in many varying ways. What might be scary to me will not be scary to you, and vice versa. But I think we can all agree that one of the scariest aspects of horror is real life horror. It's when you can tell yourself this could actually happen. It's not a gremlin that got wet or fed after midnight. It's not an alien hiding in the corners of your house. It's true to life issues that can manifest within your families and your homes and bring a terror all its own. That's what Relic is about. So let's get into it. Now, like the Babadook, and I'll start by saying, if you enjoyed that movie, I think you're gonna like this one. Like the Babadook, Relic is a metaphor for something else. The events that is going on in this movie is basically an analogy for dementia. Something that I think everybody as you grow up, you get a little more and more terrified of when you think about it. Maybe you try not to think about it. And it's not even about you, the individual. You tend to be afraid for your parents and, that sort of thing. So what we have here is a supernatural, possibly supernatural entity, that is haunting this family, and everything around them is deteriorating. And what I absolutely love, what Erica James does here on a visual level, is this family home and the way it looks is such an awesome representation for the deterioration of a mind. Everything in the house seems a bit moldy and stale, and you can see there's these like water stains on the wall, and there's like moss and stuff where there shouldn't be. The lighting is very dim. Everything is dingy. There's a lot of clutter in some of the rooms. It's such a wonderful representation, and the way she shots these camera shots she chooses to use and stuff, everything is so claustrophobic and cluttered, and it just feels confusing to look at. And she does a wonderful job of representing what dementia can do to an individual, what Alzheimer's can do to an individual. Another aspect that I enjoyed was the way the supernatural entity was shot and the supernatural stuff was done. Because like the Babadook, you're not sure if what is happening here is actually real. Of course we know, if you've seen the Babadook, and I'm getting into spoiler territory here, so if you haven't seen it, look away or mute for like 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you've seen the Babadook, you know that what we see is a representation of the mother's grief for the loss of her husband. And when the Babadook itself, it's something that has come to life from that grief, Or if you want to, you can even say that the Babadook doesn't exist at all and it's all in her head. So I'm done talking about the Babadook there. So with the Relic, we have an entity that may or may not be an actual physical or supernatural entity, but it's so well shot. The choice, the design for this creature, it's so good because it's such it has a shadowy weight to it, but it's also decrepit, and it's such a messed up and really visceral way of representing what this grandmother is going through. And speaking of doing a good job of representing this grandmother is actress Robin Nevin, who plays the grandmother. I think her name is Edna. She is outstanding in this film because I was sympathetic towards what she was going through, and at the same time I was afraid of her. Because she gives off this vibe of like the grandmother from The Visit at times. So, oh my God, it's like you're so afraid for the mother and the daughter. You want to be like, you guys should just leave, just get out of this situation. But at the same time, any mother, and it's like I said, it's mother, daughter, grandmother, it's, you know, um any child in that situation who loves their parent, you're not gonna leave them in that situation. And Emily Mortimer also does a wonderful job of of showing what it would be like for anybody to go through that and have to consider putting your parents in a place where they could be taken care of better than you could take care of them, you know, because you can't be with them 24/7. This film rips on you on so many levels. You can watch this movie as a mainstream horror lover. By mainstream, I mean you don't really get into all of the deep thoughts on horror movies the way us fans do. You don't dig deeper than this stuff is scary on a surface level. You can watch this movie like that. And you'd probably just say it's an okay film because it is a bit of a slow burn. It is that type of movie. It has to be, because it has to get you invested in what these people are going through. So you can watch it like that, and there are some truly terrifying moments. This movie is very well shot and very well directed, I have to say. But if you choose to dig deeper, the fear will go deeper. At least if you're the type of person that this is something that you've probably prayed and hoped and just asked the universe, please don't let this happen to anybody I love. That fear digs into you while you're watching this film, because you're constantly aware of what it is that it's representing: dementia, Alzheimer's, and it messes with you on that level. It's a visual fear, it's a cerebral fear. It just digs its claws into you in the best way possible, and I enjoyed it a lot. I will say that there are some pacing issues to this movie. It's not, it does seem to lag a bit in the middle half. It didn't bother me really, because I was really enjoying the look of this film and the acting and that sort of thing. But I know if people are going into this expecting a straight up scary movie, they're probably going to say, oh, this is boring. But like I said, if you're a fan of films like The Babadook, and you're the type of person that loved The Witch like I did, you know, those sorts of films, then this is something that I think you will enjoy. And I'm giving Relic a 7 out of 10. Funny enough, there's another movie called The Relic back in 1997, and I think that's an underrated classic, but that one is a straight up creature feature. It's awesome, and if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. This Relic gets a 7 out of 10. And that's it for this one, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It's really appreciated. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my face when it pops up somewhere over there. And for past reviews, you can check that out over there. And also, guys, you'll probably see pop up sometime in this video, redmangoreviews.com. I do a horror blog over there bi-weekly, but there's a lot of other stuff there too you can check out. The editor, Julian Neves, he's a huge Doctor Who fan, but he handles all the sci-fi stuff as well as a lot of Caribbean content. So please feel free to stop by, check it out, see if you see anything you like, and we appreciate the support. And until next time, bye-bye.